This is not the official soundtrack of spring break. You will not find flip-flops or SPF anything around here because these teens are at school during their official time off, learning to be enforcers of the law.
We're trying to teach these kids respect, to be able to listen, and to follow commands.
This group of teens was chosen for this crash course in policing, and every last one enlisted themselves voluntarily.
I came here to get experience and see what a little bit of the RCMP camp in real life would be like.
It may look easy, but taking orders, at least this way, isn't. But performing under pressure is something these cadets will have to perfect if they have any hope of succeeding in this line of work.
They're getting a better understanding of what it's like to be an RCMP officer, understand what it's like to go to Depot, the RCMP training facility, and maybe a better understanding if this is actually a career that they want to do.
Choosing to be here might not, at least for some, be the coolest thing to do, especially during spring break. But taking steps towards becoming a cop, now that takes guts, no matter who you are.
It's hard at times, lots of push-ups. We've probably done 250 push-ups in the past 24 hours, which is probably about more push-ups than I've done in my entire life.
And the lessons these teens are learning will come to serve and even protect them somewhere down the road.
It teaches you to learn from those mistakes and to be able to understand those mistakes, but also under pressure, because yeah, we've got a drill instructor in there that's trying to teach them, but it's all the pressure, and if they can handle that pressure, you know they're going to do well.
The drill portion in this youth academy is just one of many scenarios they'll have to endure. There's firearms training, applied science, and defensive tactics. And did I mention being yelled at?
They'll see a smile once, and then you're going to see complete fear in their eyes, because especially when you first see that drill instructor walk through the door, you're going to see they're going to light up and not know what to do.
This is not a drill. This is Police Academy for teens. Cliff Shim, CKPG News.
A few interesting things about space
Damien is going places.
You know how there's stars? You know how they look tiny? Do you think they're tiny?
Just 9 years old, this young man is taking one giant leap towards his boyhood dream. He's going to space camp.
I would be hoping I would be learning if there's any aliens on the planets and if I get to go to Mars.
He may blast off from our planet one day. When he does, he'll have a joint mission with his grandma from the year 2012 to look back on.
I talked to Damien and asked him if he wanted to go. And then he thought about it for, I think, a day, and then he said, "Yes, Grandma, I'm ready."
Together, they produced this video.
I hope you consider me as a part of the scholarship.
Winning Damien a trip to the U.S. Space and Rocket Center on a scholarship named after media producer Spencer Proffer.
When Spencer saw Damien's video, the simplicity and, I would say, heartfelt nature of the video is actually what won him over.
And so the countdown began. 8. For Prince George's astronaut of the future, to an experience most kids can only dream of.
He will participate in astronaut simulators in which he'll experience tumble spins and 1/6 gravity like that of the astronauts that walked on the moon.
It gives him a new focus, you know, on what his life could become.
As for the space camp organizers, they believe Damien will fit right in.
One of the coolest things at space camp is a student's ability to test out their skills of communication, teamwork, leadership, things like that during 2 simulated space missions. And this is a mission where Damien could be chosen to either be the commander of the spacecraft or maybe even the flight director in mission control.
To say that going to space camp is an opportunity of a lifetime is an understatement, because in Damien's case, it's an opportunity of 2 lifetimes. It's been just 3 short years since Damien lost his dad in a car accident.
Since we lost his father, I experienced the sadness in him and how he withdrew from everything, and then And then within the last year, he's wanted to try again, and this excites me.
That excitement can be seen in Damien, reminding his grandma of her son, Ernie, who also had a boyhood dream.
He wanted to be an astronaut since, I believe it was the same age, 9 or 10. And he used to draw the Orion. I believe that Damien carries a lot of his father's character.
So, to nobody's surprise, this up-and-coming cosmic traveler's favorite constellation is indeed the Hunter Orion.
Because it was my dad's and I want to respect his favorite constellation.
It's that brave, noble feeling coming across loud and clear.
I would like to live his dream because he always dreamt of being a jet fighter and an astronaut.
That won Damien his seat.
The relationship that Damien had with his father came across very clear and very genuine.
The shuttle program may have ended, but according to the folks at Space Camp, a new beginning is on the generational launch pad, standing by for liftoff.
Space exploration has definitely not ended, and it's really up to him and people in his generation to pursue these interests in order to keep space exploration alive. And that's what we're here for, to keep those dreams alive.
As for the trip down south, it will be an emotional one for Damien and for Joanne, who will accompany her grandson.
I'll probably be as proud as one of the astronauts' mother that landed on the moon.
I would be thinking about my dad and how happy he would be for me.
So Godspeed, Junior Space Cadet. Your fans here on Earth and way up in the sky will be wishing you a successful mission.
I'm just so happy that your dad is witnessing this in heaven.
Cliff Shim, CKPG News.